Ribs, smoked sticky barbecue ribs. Let's get cracking. One of my single most loves in this world is barbecue. I'm surprised I've not done one yet. A proper one. Anyway, I have a little book here. This is Ben's barbecue black book. And it has all of my secret barbecue things in here. Not so secret because I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do now. But today we are going to go to probably the second page in here. Yeah, bosh. Pork spare ribs, sticky barbecue pork spare ribs on the smoker. Got a tidy little smoker. It's beautiful. Let's get cracking. First of all, we've got to go and buy some ribs, some small little ribs. Pork ribs on the barbecue. On the Kamado Joe Smoker, to be precise. They are incredible. Let's get cracking. Butcher's first stop, number one. Boom.
There you are, mate.
Beautiful, Babs.
Hey.
Look at that. Thank you. Yeah, they're perfect, mate. Perfect. Right, the butchers have sorted both me and the dog out. We've got 2 racks of ribs here. Oof, looking good. So, gonna go get the smoker on, get them rubbed up, get them on. Oh, and then we're gonna make a barbecue sauce. Ooh, cheeky. Right, first thing is, first we sort the smoker out. So we wanna get that up to temp, so it's nice and hot and ready for the ribs. Right, so we've got ourselves a little chimney starter here. So you pop the fire into there, put some starters at the bottom, and away you go, heat it up, and then we can pour it in. Right, let's talk about fuel. So I'm using the Green Olive Wood Fire Company, the Green Olive Firewood Company. The Green Olive Firewood Company, that's what I'm using. I'm using this natural lumpwood charcoal. It's got nothing on it, so you imagine all this stuff's gonna smoke up onto your food, so you want something natural, you don't want loads of crap in it, so pick something natural, do it. Yummy. This is the good stuff. Again, I'm using some organic fire starters, fire lighters, whatever you want to bloody call them. Yeah, organic, because again, it all just seeps up. It's all about the taste and what you're sticking in your mouth. Boom. Right, so while that's just starting to catch light, let's talk about this little badger here. This is a smoker, and this is called a Kamado Joe. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So what we've got in here is we have a deflector plate. Now this can be used just as a normal barbecue. So if you're cooking on this on a normal barbecue, you can take the deflector plate out, which is a bit of ceramic, and you get direct heat onto the coals. So you get fire onto the meat, and you cook it, and you get barbecue char. Now for this, we're going to do these ribs low and slow, so they're lovely and tender and fall apart. So what we want to do is have a non-direct heat. Now, in bigger smokers, because this is quite small and this is my portable one, in a bigger smoker you can do this offsetting. So what you can do is you can put one side the heat source and the other side the meat. So it circulates around and treats it a bit like an oven. Now what we've got in here, because this is too small to do that, we've got a deflector plate, which means that the meat itself never comes into direct contact with the heat source below. It kind of wraps around it. So what we're going to do is when the coals are ready, we're going to fire those in under the deflector plate. And then we're going to add some wood as well. We've got some olive wood chunks. Now again, you can use loads of different things for smoking. Olive wood's quite a nice subtle flavour. You can use oak, you can use old barrel wood. There's loads of different stuff. For these, we're just going to use some nice olive wood chunks. We're going to put that all down in there, going to get it to temperature, and then we're going to stick the meat on. Oof, glorious. It's about a 4-hour job this, I reckon. 4-hour job. It stays in my hands. With everything, this is a preference game. I like my ribs to, well, depends on what ribs there are. So if I've got pork ribs, I like them sticky and all get up in your beard and your face. If I like beef ribs, I like them quite dry. Because we've got pork ribs today from the good old butchers, we're going to do a dry rub to start with, and then we're going to spritz them and we're going to sauce them midway through the cook. So that gives us the lovely sticky ribs that we're looking for. Now again, this is all down to preference, what you put on them. You get some purists that just like a nice salt and pepper rub, maybe some garlic in there, maybe some spices, some herbs. There's lots and lots of different ways to do this. Today, I am going to be using this. Now, this rub is absolutely fantastic. From Angus and Oink. Basically, bacon, honey, jalapeno rub. So it's got a little bit of a kick, got that little bit of a sweetness as well, but we'll add to that sweetness with the barbecue sauce in a bit. I mean, it's incredible. So literally, all we're gonna do is we're gonna take our ribs, and we're going to rub them. We're after a nice even coating all over the ribs, get all the corners, get everything, and away we go. We've got them all rubbed up and nowhere to go. Not nowhere to go. They're going in the smoker. There'll be a few people there that go, oh, you didn't trim them off, or you didn't do that. But these aren't competition ribs. These are Friday afternoon with busy ribs. All right? These are Friday afternoon with busy ribs. Lumwood charcoal's come up to temp in there. That means we're going to pour it into the Kamado Joe, get the plate set up, get the grill on top, get the ribs in, bosh. Olive wood, pop them on the top. Right, now we've got all that set up. This needs to be at about 275 Fahrenheit for all you folks over in the States, which is about 135, 140 degrees C for you guys here in the United Kingdom and other places around the world, of course. So we're going to set this up. We're going to give it 10 minutes, so we're going to make sure it's at a consistent temperature. And when we've got it holding, bear in mind that when you chuck a big cold slab of meat in, it might drop a little bit. So adjusting the top and the bottom here, and adjust the airflow, and therefore adjust the temperature, and then we'll get it smoking. The barbecue is holding the temp now, or the smoker, sorry, the smoker is holding the temp. Kamado Joe Smoker. We're going to stick on one of the racks of ribs. I'm going to put it on so the fat is on the top. So both side down, fat on the top. Again, there's probably loads of theories about this, and people go, oh no, don't do it like that. However, that's the way I like to do it, because the fat just drips down through the meat, and it makes it really juicy, and it's beautiful. So I'm going to put it bone side down, fat side up. Let's get it on. Can't fit it in. Guys, the meat's too long. We're gonna have to take a rib off. Oops. Do not be tempted to keep going to check it. Don't do it. Don't do it. The more you open that smoker, the more the temperature's gonna drop, and it does some really weird things to the meat. Trust me, it does. You've got to leave it. Don't be tempted to look. Keep an eye on that temperature though. So that we can make sure it's got a consistent heat. We don't want the heat doing this as well. So yeah, obviously you're opening it up, it's going to get cold. You close it, it's going to take ages for the heat to get back up again. So stop peeking. Don't peek, don't do it. Don't do it, no peeking, stop. Right, barbecue sauce time. So in here we have 1.5 cups of ketchup, we have 1/2 cup of white vinegar, 1/2 cup of cider vinegar, 1/4 cup of Worcester sauce, teaspoon of chilli, teaspoon of cumin, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and then some salt and pepper to taste. Right, so now that that's all mixed up nicely in a bowl, we're just going to heat it on a hob. Right, we're going to give that about 10 to 15 minutes on a medium heat. Once that is done, if it starts to thicken up, we'll add a bit of water. But we'll just get all that sugar nicely melted down. Ooh, so, 15 minutes or so. Keep an eye on this, keep stirring it, don't let it boil over. And away we go. These have had about 2 hours now. Next thing we need to do, I say these, I've snuck on the other one without you seeing because it shrunk and we had a bit more space. So I'm going to spritz them up. We've got in here some apple cider vinegar and some whiskey. Give them a bit of a spray, keep them moist. We'll have a look now. Right guys, this has been going for about 15 minutes. There we go, look at that. Thickened up really well. Give it a try actually. Give it a try. Oh yeah, that is good. So, barbecue sauce is looking lovely and glossy and shiny, and it tastes incredible. So we're gonna go to the barbecue now. We're gonna whip them out, have a look, get them dressed in the barbecue sauce, and then get them wrapped in this Texas Crunch foil. Right, you lot, these are looking fantastic. So, you can see the one at the back there, that's the one been in the longest. It's got more of a bark on it. This one's been in a shorter amount of time. Now I'm going to wrap them at the same time anyway, just see where we're at with them. These are going to come out now. I'm going to get them on some foil, get them smothered in the amazing barbecue sauce we've just made, and then we're going to get them back on here for another couple of hours. Okay, while the ribs are off, I've just taken the opportunity to just load it up with a bit more coal for the next couple of hours, and then we'll pop them back on. Right, so this has had probably a load more time than it's needed, but we're going to check it. It's on quite a low temperature now. We're going to check it, get them out, have a look at them and see where we are at. Boom. These have probably been in now for about 4.5 hours. Well, one's been in for a bit longer than the other one. Might be a bit crispy, that one. We'll get them unwrapped, we'll get them sliced and we'll have a gander. That meat is so tender. Homemade barbecue sauce, pork ribs, look at it. Oh, that is just pulling apart. You can see a nice little pink bit there. Can you see that? There we go. That's the smoke ring there. Oh, smoky, it's sweet. Oh, I could eat a lot of that. That bark is amazing. They're pulling apart, the fat's rendered down. You get the spiciness from the rub. Yeah. Good work, Kamado Joe. That barbecue is amazing, that smoker. See you for the next one. Guys, subscribe if you can. Hit that bell button, get notified. This is Dirty Dinner Diaries. Happy Friday. See you later, bye.